Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining the session today. Today, we are going to talk about hope. Everyone, sometime or the other during their life, experiences some situations or circumstances where that makes them sad, disappointed, helpless, uneasy, discouraged. And during all these situations, there's only one thing that can save you from all this, and that is hope. So today we are going to talk about this, and we are going to learn from the insights from some of the world's well-known personalities and what their take is on this concept of hope. So it is a very different type of a session that I'm going to run today. So let's get started with that. So I want to start off with this very interesting statement, which I don't know who has written this, but I saw it online, and I thought it makes a very good starting for this session. And it says that when life throws stones at you, turn them into milestones. Right? Such an amazing and a powerful statement, right? And this happens to everyone, some stage or the other in their life, when you experience just some unexpected situations and you don't know what to do, and it feels like someone's throwing stones at you. Yeah, not literally, but yeah, in these situations, what do? You take those stones and make them into milestones. So I'm going to discuss 11 quotes today from world famous personalities, and to learn from their wisdom of what is it that we can do in situations that are beyond our control. And these things are important if you are a student, if you are working, or as part of family. You will encounter challenges, you will encounter struggles, you will encounter difficulties, and the thing is that no matter what happens, right, you have to overcome these challenges, overcome these difficulties, these struggles. And that is the you know the feeling you will have after being successful, or after you have overpowered the challenge that you are facing. You will feel really something that you have achieved, you have come out of this difficulty. And as you listen, you can relate it to your own struggles in the past. And as I'm speaking, I'm relating it to all my struggles in the past and even now. you know so life is always full of challenges, but that is the fun of life, right? If there were no challenges, then life will be very boring. So the presence of challenges, presence of difficulties, obstacles is there for a purpose. It makes us a strong person, a more determined person. It improves and builds our character to be resilient, to be, you know, manage in any kind of difficulties that may come. So do not be disheartened if you are experiencing some challenges in your life at the moment, but appreciate the fact that you have a good support system, you have friends, you have family, you have your parents who are there to uh, help you go through this in these difficult times. But never give up on hope. It is very important that the four-letter word is very powerful. And it is just amazing that it's not only now, but maybe even 1,000, 2,000 years ago, people realized the value of hope, and they have been hopeful ever since. So I want to start the first quote with Aristotle, the great ancient Greek philosopher. And what he says is, hope is a waking dream. Yeah, it's a very simple quote, but it is very profound. Hope is a waking dream. So let's see what it means, right? What Aristotle tries to say is, hope is an act of imagination. Yeah, like, if I have already covered a session on imagination, so do check that out as well. But hope is an act of imagination which is so compelling that we believe it to be real, just like our dream. Yeah, so that is what uh, is the core message from that quote from Aristotle. Hope is the act of imagination, yeah, which is so compelling that you believe it is real, just like your dream. Next one, I want to talk about a very famous Indian poet and author, Munshi Premchand, and he has done very nice poems and stories. And me, as a kid growing up in India, we read his work. Yeah, so this is one of his quotes, which is so powerful, and I always relate to this. The one up in the top is written in Hindi, so I'll read that out, and then a translation for that is in English. So he says, "Ummid par duniya kayam hai," and what that literally means is the world rests on hope. Yeah, the world is the whole world believes on hope. And you may have, I guess, everyone of us has experienced what happened just a few years ago when the whole world was shut down due to COVID. And what did we have that time? We had hope. We hoped that we will come out of this situation. Everyone around the world was hoping for a better life, for a life that was there before. And that very incident, or the phase of life for all of us, made us realize what we already have, which we do not care, or we do not realize what we have. So gratitude, I think, is very important to consider. Whenever we have something, we just take it for granted, which is very wrong. And I had mentioned in my earlier sessions as well that make a note of all the things that you are grateful for, and you will realize how lucky you are. There may be things, there may be dreams that you want to achieve, but in that journey towards achieving your dreams, make sure that you um, do not stop, or do not forget what you already have. So keep that in mind. It is very powerful, this statement. And what this is trying to say is that hope is what keeps the world going on. It is an acknowledgement of human capacity to endure, overcome, and move forward, driven by the belief that things can and will get better. So, if you, like I said, when we experienced COVID, we were like, when is this going to end? Everyone was so helpless, to be frank, in this situation, but they, in the end, managed to overcome. Next, let's see what are the thoughts from Martin Luther King Jr. on his vision on hope, or his thoughts on hope. And this is the one that I really like, because it says, see, very interesting. We must accept finite disappointment, yeah, but never lose infinite hope. It is such an amazing statement. We must accept finite disappointment. So disappointment has to be finite. It will not be ongoing, right? But our hope should be infinite. We should completely and truly believe in what we what we are hoping. So Martin says we should be realistic about the challenges we face. We should also cultivate a deep, unshakable hope. I really like this, unshakable hope. So it should be so firm and so sturdy that nobody can come and make it, change it. Unshakable. That fuels our efforts to overcome obstacles and work towards a better future. Yeah, so powerful, so amazing. I really like this one. The kind of hope was central to King's philosophy and his leadership in civil rights movement in the US, inspiring individuals to continue striving for justice and equality despite numerous setbacks. So there were many setbacks, but like he said, finite disappointments. Even in your case, if you're struggling with your assignment, if you're struggling with your research, if you're not progressing much at work or in career, remember that these disappointments are finite, and you have to be very powerful, and you have to be strong and strong willed, yeah, to believe in your hope, believe what you want to achieve, you know. And you have, like Martin says, infinite hope, so use that. Now, this is a quote from Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and this is what he says. आशा हमें जीवन की सबसे बड़ी चुनौतियों का सामना करने की ताकत देता है. And what that means is hope gives us the strength to face the greatest challenges of life. See, again, the only thing that can beat challenges, obstacles, struggles is hope. And everyone repeatedly has put so much stress and push on this concept that you have to realize that these great people, these visionaries, these leaders have relied on hope to guide them, to direct them in struggles, in challenges that they are facing. I mean, if you are thinking your assignment or your research or your work is challenging, imagine the people who are at, at such senior positions, right? Dealing with the uh, hope of like billions of people, right? Being a prime minister of India is not a small feat, right? Imagine the kind of challenges Mr. Narendra Modi faces when he has to run India. And what does he have at his disposal? Hope. Yeah. So when such a great leader can rely on hope, I guess you can too. Hope is a vital source of strength and resilience. Yeah. It is a powerful force that enables individuals to persevere through difficult times, overcome obstacles, and continue moving forward in life. And this is exactly what the Indian Prime Minister has been doing for last so many years. I mean, the development that we see in India under his leadership is just outstanding, just astonishing. It is amazing. It is, it is as if a completely different India, like when compared to what it used to be when I grew up in India, and then what it is now. I just can't believe the development that has happened in the last 10 years or so. Next is a quote from Robert Schuller. He's a motivational speaker, and and he says that let your hopes, not your hurts, shape your future. Yeah. So everyone experiences something or the other in the life that makes them uh, when they are hurt. It may be you wished something that did not come true, you wanted to study something that you could not study. There could be many disappointments in life which will hurt you, or which would have hurted you already. So but don't let that past hurt limit your future, or let it limit how your future pans out. I mean, even in my case, I had a very uh, bad experience when I finished school, and I scored so poorly that I could not get into studying the degree that I wanted to study, right? And ended up that I did undergraduate degree in chemistry, which was nowhere within my list of preferred choices that I wanted to study. But then that is what the situation was. I had to figure out a way to come out of that situation. So I studied that, although I did not wanted to study, but I had to study. So I did study. I did score very good during that program during my undergrad, but the future was not shaped by what I did there. One thing that I did was I did two bachelor's degree. I started two bachelor's degree in parallel. One was the one that I was doing full time in the uni, and in parallel, I was studying through distance education in India. We have the Indira Gandhi National Open University, and you can study whatever you like, or at least then you could study. I don't know now. So I had enrolled for bachelor's in computer applications because that is what I wanted to study, and I did that degree in parallel. Although I did not finish it, I finished I think 2.5 years of that degree. By then, I had completed my bachelor's in chemistry, and then I moved to Australia to study my master's. But when I moved to Australia to do my master's, I switched from chemistry to software engineering, and I did my degree in my master's in University of Newcastle, where they had a special program for students who do not have software engineering or information technology background to come into this field. And I took that decision, and the knowledge that I had from my bachelor's of computer application helped me there. So I didn't give up on the on my fate, right? I mean, I ended up scoring very poorly in my year 12 at school, but I figured out a way. I had hope, and I figured out a way to move forward. So don't let your disappointments, limit your potential. No one can define your potential other than you. What others think, how others score you does not define you. Yeah, I mean, I scored very poorly in year 12 does not mean that I was not talented. And this happens to many people. I have seen many successful people having gone through a very poor start in their life, but they have transformed themselves. So if you are experiencing something like this, just remember that you have the power, you have the capacity to transform your own life. So this quote from Robert emphasizes on the importance of positive aspirations rather than past grievances or pain when looking towards the future. See, I could have just been so disappointed with my outcome, and I would not have taken any initiative to turn it around. But I didn't. I figured out what I could do. I tried all possible options to bring my life back on track where I wanted to be. And this opportunity came, and I took it. And it was quite a big risk to move to a very different country. And in those days, Australia was not like a preferred destination for Indian students to study. But I did take that risk. I came here and I established myself. So there are some interesting learnings for me, and I guess whoever is listening to this, I hope this inspires you to be hopeful and don't give up on your dreams. Nurturing hope and optimism can guide one's action and decisions toward a more fulfilling and positive future. Yeah, so keep this in mind that optimism, being optimistic, is very important in life. Sometimes people do not experience things which give them the trust to be optimistic, but believe me, optimism plays a very important role in your life. So be optimistic whenever you are thinking that you're getting some negative thoughts, you're feeling that you're not moving much in your career, or you're kind of not succeeding in your studies. Just remember that you can turn around anything. There is literally not a single thing that you cannot turn around. So believe in yourself, be optimistic, and hope for a better future, and work towards it, not just hope. And there's one quote that I will talk about later which talks about this. It is not just hoping, but working in the best possible, being determined and working towards it in a positive way. Next quote is from an Indian actress called Deepika. And what she says is also very interesting. You can see, जीवन में आशा है, इसीलिए हम सपने देखते हैं. And what that means is there is hope in life. That's why we dream. Yeah, we can dream, or you could say it the other way. We are dreaming because we know there is hope in life. Yeah, it's a very nice, very simple but very deep thought. This quote reflects the idea that hope is fundamental driver of our aspirations and visions for the future. And it could be our future, it could be a future that envision for others, you know. And you have to have that belief in your dream, and you should never give up on your hope. Hope fuels our imagination, yeah, and desire for positive change, prompting us to set goals and aspire towards them. So here also it says that see, it is not just to hope and things will work out. You have to have a plan to achieve what you are hoping. Just hoping is not going to get you there. You have to have a proper plan to basically convert your hope into reality. This is the next quote from Johann, and it says, "In all things, it is better to hope than to despair." Yeah, in all things, it is better to hope than to despair. So, what Johann suggests is that hope offers us a way to see potential and possibility, even in difficult circumstances, right? So hope gives us the way to see potential and possibility even in difficult circumstances. Thereby we can persevere through these difficult times, challenging times. We can be more creative and take positive action to achieve what we are hoping for. So this thing is important, very relevant in executing or converting or transforming your hope into your in reality. So perseverance, creativity, positive action, these are all things that are going to transform the vision that you have, the hope that you have, to a physical equivalent. Next is the famous Indian cricketer Sachin Tendulkar. So what he says is, जब तक आपके पास सपने और आशा है, आप कभी भी हार नहीं मानेंगे. What it means is, as long as you have dreams and hopes, you will never give up. And he is such an amazing player. He is the world's best batsman who has scored over 100 centuries in cricket. And that's an amazing feat. And he is, just unbelievable. He's an amazing person, I would say. And I remember whenever I used to watch cricket when I was in India, I would only watch till the time he plays. And the moment he was out, then there was not much left to be watched in the game. And the time when I stopped watching cricket is when Sachin retired. So these days, although India has been performing, really good, we have a very strong team, cricket team. But that thing when Sachin used to play was just, I still don't feel that same enjoyment watching cricket now. So dreams and hope act as powerful forces that drive perseverance and resilience. So again, Sachin is also talking about same thing, perseverance and resilience. It encourages an attitude of persistence and optimism, and these qualities can sustain one's spirit through tough times. Yeah, optimism, even the earlier quote also focused on that. Persistence, optimism, perseverance, these are all qualities that make us strong in in our own life when we are often surrounded by struggles, challenges, obstacles, difficulties. No matter if it is during your studies or at work, or or in life in general. And the only thing that you have at your disposal is your character, your strength in your personality to overcome any challenges that come around your way. Christopher Reeve, or Superman. And look at this. This quote is just mind boggling. Once you choose hope, everything is possible. In these six words, he said so many things. Once you choose hope, anything is possible. So see what you can try to communicate, yeah, with words. And it is just amazing, right? The level of depth some of these statements have, it is just too good. And the next session tomorrow that I'm going to do is on communication, and we will see how communication plays a very important role in not only conveying what we want to convey, but understanding whether the other person has understood what we are trying to convey. So it's very powerful. So embracing hope opens up a realm of possibilities, as it instills a belief in positive outcomes and the potential for change and success regardless of current circumstances. See, whatever you are experiencing now, the difficulties that you have now, they are temporary. Yeah, everything will change. If you are, so this is both ways. Yeah, and you have to remember that if you have a very happy and fulfilling life, it doesn't mean that things may not change in your life. And if you have some difficulties or challenges in your life, doesn't mean that they will not change, and you will have again a happy and fulfilling life. So it is like a journey. It's always up and down, it is not flat, right? And that's why they say when you see our heartbeat on that monitor, it is like this. It's up and down, up and down, and that is the reality of life as well. And you know what happens when the line is like this? Your heart stops beating. So that is same with your life as well. So you have to have these ups and downs in your life to understand and appreciate the value of your life. Hope acts as a catalyst for action, resilience, and creativity. So see, I like this word here, catalyst, because hope is that catalyst that will push you to not to give up, to continue trying, continue fighting for whatever you are fighting against. Action, resilience, creativity, enabling individuals to navigate challenges, explore new avenues, and persist in their effort. So the word that you can take away from this is the word catalyst. It will drive you from difficulties to success. Swami Vivekananda, he was an Indian philosopher, and this is his saying: आशा और उत्साह के बिना कोई भी उच्च लक्ष्य प्राप्त किया नहीं किया जा सकता. What that means is no high aim can be achieved without hope and enthusiasm. So he talks about two things here: hope and enthusiasm. So to reach lofty and ambitious goals or meaningful achievements in your life, one must harbor hope, a belief in the possibility of success and a positive future. So you need to have this hope within you that things are going to change for the better. Yeah, write this down, make a note. Things are going to change. They are going to change for you, and they're going to change for better. And you should not give up on hope no matter what. So if you are feeling disappointed, depressed, unhappy, sad, just come and listen to this. These people, they have so much wisdom that they can, and it is there for us to learn from and build our character, build our strengths. Yeah. So never give up. Don't give up. There is always something there for you. Hope fuels enthusiasm, the passionate energy and eagerness that drives one to put in the effort, overcome obstacles, and persist despite challenges. So, what he says is hope and enthusiasm are interconnected and indispensable, right? So, hope provides you a vision that this is where you want to be, this is where you want to go, right? And while enthusiasm provides you the vitality and momentum, the energy that you need to come out of your situation. And then Chanakya, he was a strategist, yeah, from India. And there is a very nice stories that are there in India. You can read the books, or maybe there was even a drama about his strategies on how he dealt with his enemies. So it is very nice. So what he says is, जीवन में आशा रखो परंतु आशा पर जीवन मत बनाओ. And this is very deep thought. What this means is, keep hope in life, but do not build your life on hope. Yeah, so you have to have hope, but you equally need some action to achieve what you're hoping for. Just hoping is not going to get you there. So this quote encourages a balance between optimism and realism, suggesting that while it is important to have hope for the future, it's equally important to actively work towards it. Yeah, so you have to work towards your ambition, your vision, your dream, whatever you're hoping for. You have to work towards it. You can't just sit and hope and then it will happen. You have to take action. Okay, so these were the 11 different thoughts that I wanted to share with you all today. I hope you get the essence of what these amazing people have said over the last 2000 years, and learn from their wisdom, learn from their guidance or their suggestions that they have made, right? This is all in today's session. If you want to study a bit more on hands-on, right, what you can do if you are facing academic challenges, how you can overcome them, personal challenges, and some strategies and resources. So there is a continuation of these slides on my website. So go check out vidypotdar.com and get access to these additional slides and follow the practical steps that I have suggested there. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about communication and importance of communication, why and how you should communicate, or what is it that people typically make mistakes when they are communicating. So we will talk about it, and again a very different take on communication. It is not a typical it is not going to be a typical lecture where I will define what is communication, what are the different ways you can communicate, and so on and so forth. For that you can check my slides, but yeah, come and listen to me tomorrow. See for yourself. Very interesting way to present communication. Okay, if you are experiencing some challenges in your life and if you want to talk to someone, please come and talk to me. This is my Instagram channel, vidy.potdar, or you can scan this QR code now and follow me and ask me anything. Sometimes it is just that you need to talk to someone, and just that talking or opening up or sharing your thoughts or your feelings is enough for you to feel better. Yeah, so I'm not here just during the session as well. I'm around. So anytime you want to talk to me, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Thank you all very much, and do follow me or subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such interesting videos. All right, thank you very much and have a great evening. Bye.